my God. Okay. All right. Just because I might cry. No, but shit, we got COVID and everything. All right. So this is did you watch my language?
No.
November 8th?
Yeah. So today's November 8th on Sunday, and I think this is our 5th Sunday. No, it's not.
Yes.
It is. Okay. And I have to admit, like I was telling you guys, I was like not super happy driving. I don't know why. Like I wanted to see you because I just saw the conversation that Adam had with you guys. But I was like, I don't know. I felt like I wanted to do something else today in a way, but I felt like it had to come. And I guess it goes back to having the right heart, I guess. And then I just want to admit that, like after being here 5 Sundays in a row, like I was not the nicest to everyone out here today.
Because it's hard to be nice because people are always trying to get, and they're not seeming to put anything forward.
Maybe that's what it is.
I mean, yeah,
Maybe that's
like,
what it is.
it's just like whenever they hear of handouts, they get greedy and they get like, oh yeah, you know, and they try to take advantage of that, you know, and when they don't need it, eventually they're gonna end up dropping that, leaving it behind, you know, like why how come you picked up something that, you know, people were giving away and you need it when someone else really needed it initially. So it's just I don't understand how people do that. Like,
Yeah.
We'll soon get over it. We'll be okay as long as
All right.
keep our mind. Go ahead.
Anyway, I guess what I wanted to do was we wanted to just invest in you guys for a little more time because I feel like what we learned out here is that there's so many people who just need an opportunity. Like it's so obvious, but like to meet you, and that's why I wanted to be here for another, just to hope to see you today, because I didn't take the time to see you last night.
Thank you for having us.
But if you can, I don't know if Adam like the best thing, but I think what I would love to hear is just what you're working towards right now, and the strength that you guys have with each other. And actually, Adam could probably ask a lot better questions after that.
yeah.
And then afterward, like I said, we want to just give you that space you need to focus, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
What our goals is for me to pursue a job, a full-time job, and to keep on pushing her towards her goal and getting her degree. And with the help of Min and Adam, that we should attain that. It's a blessing. I don't know what else to say. It's really touching to know that someone's out there looking at us, not through the eyes of that we see each other every day, but to see our heart, to see where we want to pursue. And a lot of people don't look at that. They see your clothes, they see your backpack, and they choose you. They choose you as what you look like, not what you got within inside you. And that's human error, I believe. I'm not sure how to say that.
But Adam,
Yes.
so I'm working towards my school, and so I don't know if you can get this on the camera, but it's this my degree, Associates of Science in Administrative Services, and as of right now, these are my grades: Dynamic Interaction and Professional Presence, Introduction to Healthcare Delivery System. So I got 94.6% and 94.7%, and my current GPA is 4.0. So I'm just working hard to make sure that I keep that, you know, so that way that we can build, you know, with our family, you know, a success, you know.
She can start her book, and then we can go forward to opening this homeless clinic, shelter that we want to open for everybody.
So that's the whole main goal, is like I want to help to work and being and seeing and actually, you know, experiencing, like staying in the shelters myself, and he has too as well. Just seeing how they interact with clients, it's just the treatment has just it's falling down. It's
Depleting very, very rapidly, fast.
Let me ask both of you. Since we're going to keep our 6 feet in distance.
Yeah.
Take your mask off.
okay.
Just, you know, I won't get too close.
Your beautiful face. Yeah.
And let me take it back a second. Primo, what do you think of 2 men?
We met. I was in the park and I seen her. She came back from Arizona because she had to go do some family affairs, and I heard a lot about her, the way she carries herself, what kind of person she is. And once I seen her, I looked at her inner beauty, the way she carried herself, the way she talked. I just had to have her. I just wanted her to be mine because she wasn't treated fairly by others, and I seen that people taking advantage of her niceness, of her everything about her, and it shouldn't have been like that. And I wanted that not to be no more, because I can be her protector. I can watch over her back. I can make sure people don't do the ugly to her, where her beautiful heart can just keep on shining and not be dull. Because the ugly that people have showed her hurts her so severely, and it makes me upset to see her cry.
But when was the first time you met?
In the park.
What happened?
I walked up and I was sitting with my friends, and she walked up and we didn't introduce. I just seen her, and me seeing her, I seen her soul. Her aura was just so beautiful. Because I just seen that. It wasn't nothing that she looks like. It's just her beautiful aura, and the way she presented herself, the way she carried herself, that just drawn me closer to her. And I seen the ugly around her, and I said she doesn't need that.
And started going to Father Woody.
And then I started going where she worked at. She worked at Father Woody's, and I just started going there all the time just to see her. Not to eat, not to get clothes, not to get a shower, just to see her. As long as I got to see her, I was fine.
And what was the problem? What, was she into you immediately, or did it take a minute?
No, she was involved with another gentleman that wasn't treating her correctly like he should have. And I just had to keep on pursuing, showing her what kind of person that I was. Let her see my heart like I see hers. And once she's seen it, like took a little while, but here we are.
When do you think she figured it out?
I say about 6 months later.
6 months.
Yeah, she wasn't unsure because she had so many negatives in her life. With boyfriends telling her so many things like, I'm going to do this for you or do this for you. It's always been negative. Everything I told her that I was going to do, I have done. I don't put nothing out there on the table that I can't reach. No goal, you know what I mean? If I can't give it to her, I'm a sure damn try to give it to her.
And let me ask, what about you? How old are you?
I'm 48.
So, is this the first time you've been in love, or is this
No.
this is the best time you've been
This
in
is
love?
the only time that I seen someone that had a beautiful aura. I changed it up where the beauty and the looks, I didn't want the looks no more because that just pulls negativity. I didn't want the bad attitude, the gangster having girl. I wanted someone that had an inner beauty, someone that is real, if you know what I mean, like real. And like me, I tell it how it is. If you don't like it, too bad, too sad. I'm gonna come straight forward to you and tell you like it is. If I don't like you, I'm gonna tell you. But I'm gonna tell you why I don't like you, because probably your actions, probably because of things. That's how she pursued herself. That she was real, and that's what drew me to her. And I said, I'm gonna put all the other stuff behind me. I'm gonna go ahead and pursue what my heart wants. And this is what my heart looks like. A beautiful person.
And
Yeah, I'm a big shot, I'm a tough guy, but she sees that I'm a big old puppy. I'm in touch, in tune with me, with myself. And I don't think it's a big deal to show tears of excitement, of emotions, of no way. I think if a man can do that, and then he's in tune with himself, and he can explain what he wants in life. And if he can't do that, he's always having this tough man, macho attitude, then he's putting on the front for something or for someone else. And I don't do that. I just want to be real, 100% real. Tell you like it is, live life like it is, and pursue forward. And don't Mickey Mouse with nothing, if you know what I mean. No cartoons. That's the way I raise my children too, to be the same way. And they say I'm harsh and this and that, but it's reality. It's life. It's be who you want, be who you are, not for who you want to be. I just show that I show that into them, and I just became I never change up. I always want to be this. I'm always the same person.
Tell me about your first date.
With her,
Yeah.
the first date, she came over and we sit back and watch movies. We talked a little bit, and more or less got to know each other.
Where were you living at the time?
I was in a tent, and I have a cell phone, and we watch the movies because we get that assistance assurance Obamacare phone. It's a free phone. We was watching movies on that, but we're not really watching movies. We was entertaining with each other's conversation, and the TV was going, but we were still into each other. And then I was scared to do the first kiss thing, and that took a while to do. I stayed about 4 months before we ever kissed or anything.
I forgot what movie it was.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
So Kato, when did you decide you were going to give Primo or John a try, like a chance? When
Okay, so, when I first met him, I was like, okay, this guy, okay, he's cool, nice guy. I mean, I didn't pick up on him, like, right away. I mean, I was in a relationship with someone that I was working with over at Father Woody's. So, but, like, when he started showing up more and more, and then, as weather was changing, he was, he told us, well, you guys can come and stay. So he invited my ex-boyfriend and me, to where, he was staying at the time, and it was cool. But then I was like, but then I think we went and stayed with him maybe 3-4 times, but we stayed near where he camped at, and then but I had more conversation with John than I did with my ex.
Yeah, we were sharing, and I liked the idea that she liked jewelry. I noticed that. So my thing was I bought her a pair of earrings that she still wears today. I presented them to her. She put them on and she never took them off. And that makes...
Yeah, they're right here. These ones right here.
They're the cheapos, but it's something. It's something that means something from my heart to give to her.
He said, you can have them.
And I gave them to her. She never took them off, and that meant something to me. That she doesn't vibe off of materialistic things. Any little things, she'd be happy. She's happy to have, and that's also told me that what kind of person she is. A real person that doesn't dwell on, oh, what do you have? What can I benefit myself from you? She doesn't do that. We just live life to the fullest as much as we possibly can. Around us, all this negativity, we try to be positive. Bring smiles into a group that's all frowning. If we can have one person happy one day, we feel okay about it. If one person's happy...
If they can all meet me, then everyone will be happy.
Yeah. Even though she's
No, I'm
sad,
kidding.
she can be sad inside, but she will hide that and put that away just to be happy, just to show everyone now how happy she is. But behind closed doors, she expresses how things really feel about it. And when I seen that,
Yeah.
You were talking about school and about the negativity out there. And you mentioned in the past that you want to actually try and create a shelter.
Yeah.
What would your shelter do differently than some of the other kind of shelters that are out there now? You know what I mean?
Well, like I mentioned, just experiencing the different shelters that I've seen and then that I've stayed in, just bringing in each one source from each one of them and putting it under one building. So what I would like to do, this is I had a name for it, but I'm not sure about it. But it's just having showers on one level, and then the first floor, be just the dining area where you eat, and then it would be like a big building, maybe 6 level.
different levels for different programs to let people get off the street to grow to like the deal with correctional people, to help them to obtain to get back into society, because that's what they have to do. They've been on the street so long, they have to work towards get back into society, back into that loop of things. And they just can't just get out there, boom, right away, if they're not used to paying bills, paying this, or respecting others around them, even picking up the trash. If they can't do that, then they can't just do that right away. They need to be more that's taught back into that. That's what I see.
And they need like people to like help restructure them back into what is going on into the society that they're coming back into,
Right.
the changes. And you know, like some people have been gone for so long, and like everything's changed. And so I would like an educational area to help people if they never finish high school, just help them get a degree in something. You know, whatever they're interested, just get them interested into getting an education into a program. Also, that will also donate, you know, like charitable donations too, as well, to help these guys get out there. You know, because not everyone is bad. Just because they say they're, you know, they were in prison, they're not all bad. You know,
It's just
and
like being in prison. They want to, the person that's in prison, they want to rehabilitate them to come back into society. It's the same thing. They're out here, but they're still imprisoned in their mind, and they have to do the same thing as a prisoner does. It's the same concept, I believe.
yeah, like the people that are willing to help, that say that they're there, like these services, you know, they put guidelines, you know, on individuals. You know, you can't have like a felony. You can't have this many felonies, like charges. You can't, you know, you have to be a certain age, and you know, you can only get like you know, just different. Like if you're on drugs, then we can help you more than people that are not on drugs. It's ridiculous. Like you know what? I mean, it's just like being like having a racial, you know.
Yeah, knock all that out. Doesn't matter if you're a human. You can walk. You can use your hands. Why can't that person work or learn to be a regular human being out here?
Yeah.
They just give up. They just give up. I gave up, but she pulled my head out of my butt, and made me realize that life is more than just what I thought it was.
Tell me more about that.
Well,
How did she pull you out?
By being the person that she is, by showing me that there is life out there, to be happy no matter what's the negativity around you. Everything that negative that happened to me in my life, but put it behind you and move forward. Be the person that you are. Don't be something that you're not. And I was more or less being that person I wasn't. And she made me a better person, to make me realize, to open my eyes to see what I should have been seeing, that I gave up to quit looking for. That light at the end of the tunnel, I seem like I'll never reach it, but I gave up, just stopped, sat on my butt, and just, whatever, I'm not going to do it no more. But she kicked me, get up. There is a way to get to that light. And I said, okay. And she's having the same trouble, and we had to kick each other in the butt. Keep on going, we got to go. We can do it. Put everything behind you, we can do it. We'll move forward. She continued. She was drinking continuously, and I told her she should stop because she's gonna end up in her life. So she continued drinking and not caring, and not caring, and not caring. So she gave up. So when she passed away, I felt like I should give up. I should give up. That's what made me homeless. So I just didn't care. I started doing drugs, hanging out with the wrong people, doing negative things, and just my days just kept going, and my days kept on going negative, hanging out with negative people. So I wanted to end that when I came to Denver in June of last year, June 1st. So I wanted to end that, so I hung out with different people. I stopped hanging around with the drug heads, people doing drugs, and I met her. And then she pulled my head out of my ass, as you should say. And that's why I became the person I am today. I'm more happier. I'm more into me. And I'm really emotional all the time. Just ignore that. It's just me because the don't take shit for granted.
Yeah,
Everything.
you're always angry.
Seem like I'm always angry, but I'm not.
Yeah, he's a get angry a lot.
It's just that
But when I come around, he'll
I'm
be
protective. I'm
happy.
very protective. Very, very protective. If I don't want to let nothing negative happen to what's mine, and I believe she's mine. Not per se like my arm or my leg, but she's my love, and I'm not gonna let nothing hurt her. If she has a problem, I'll try my damnedest, everything I have within me, to figure it out or fix it for her, if it's possible.
You guys know how to tell when Donald Trump is lying?
No.
I'm so sorry, I don't
His
know.
mouth
We're
is
right in the
moving.
middle right now.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, man. Hey, you might get a little bit of space.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I'm sorry.
Thank
But the way you tell when Donald Trump is lying, his mouth is moving.
you. Amen.
The president's candidates. That's just another story. I put that, and that's over there. I'm here, and I'm trying to get up here, not over there, because they have their own problems. Donald Trump and all that. I'm human.
He's got his problems. And
Right.
Let's leave those to him.
I'm human, and I'm trying to live a human life.
Yeah. Hey, how long were you using?
I've been using since 2010, and I quit last year when I came to Denver. And I haven't touched it since. I was smoking meth every day.
Okay.
Yep. There's a lot of people, there's different ways to inhale it. You can smoke it, you can shoot it. And I smoked it. I never shoot it because I don't like needles, and I think that's totally retarded. But it was totally retarded for me to even start using drugs. But that was my scapegoat, to use the drugs. And it seemed like they made the days go by faster, and all the play was all more better. It seemed like everything was more enhanced, and I just had to put that behind me because I had to make her happy as much as I want to be happy.
And that was 9 years. Were you on the street the whole time?
Yes, I was on the street, but I was living amongst other addicts in people's houses, going from house to house, staying. I wasn't on the street per se like I am now. This is different. This is way different. I'm in a tent. I wear the same clothes all the time. I feel weird when I go inside a house, people's residence. I don't like that because I feel uncomfortable about it. That I get, let's say I get antsy when I go into a house, into a building because of four walls. It's creepy, but I can adapt.
He feels like the walls are closing in. He gets like anxiety. Anxiety builds up, and so he wants to leave. He doesn't, he gets irritated, and I can see it in his face, and
I'm working on that.
So
What was the worst? What was bottom? What was the worst point?
When my dad died, my brother, so I was adopted into this family. I've been in this family ever since I was 6 months old. My father and my mother, the one that adopted me, he passed away. My mother passed away 5 years prior. And then my brothers, of their children, came to me and says, "You're no longer the family no more. Mom and dad, they're the one that wanted you. They're the one that adopted you. We didn't want you, so you're gone." So that did it for me. That made me upset. I wanted to do bad things, and I just went to drugs. I'm glad, thank God, I didn't go to that black, because that's one thing that's hard to get out. I've stopped doing. I considered it. I considered shooting, but it just never did. I'm just glad that I didn't have it in my heart to do that. And then I lost my wife, and then that really did it. And I was done. My kids were grown, and they had their own life, and I didn't want to put my burden on them. I wanted them to show them that I was still happy. but I wasn't, inside. But they could always see the makeup, the mask. They'd be happy when they see the mask. But I didn't want them to see the real hurt that I had inside me. And to this day, they didn't know that. They don't know that I hurt like I do. My daughter, she's my heart. Every time I talk to her, it's a tearjerker. She just knows that. Just talks to me, and I just cry because I know she's doing good, and I did my best for her to make her adult that she is. Same with my son. They're awesome, and they're doing wonderful. And I won't let them see the ugly that around me, and I don't want them to see this. I don't want to see that. They know I'm homeless, but they think that I'm in a house. They don't know I'm in a tent. They don't know that I'm day-to-day struggling. They don't know that. I won't tell them, because I don't want them to see that ugly. But our goal, we're gonna get out of it, and then we're not gonna stop until we get there, and nothing's gonna stop us from getting there. Nothing. Nothing at all. Kick each other in the ass until the end, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get out of this mess. It's gonna be hard. A lot of judging, a lot of finger pointing, but we're gonna put that beside us and we're gonna move forward, because that's what we have instilled in our hearts. We're going to do. We're going to do it, and that's what we're gonna do. Some days I feel like giving up. The same with her. She tells me when I feel like that, let's go. Let's keep moving. And I tell her the same thing. Come on. We ain't gonna let this little chicken shit put us down. We're gonna keep forward. We're gonna move forward. And then she listens to me, and I listen to her, because we have that trust within each other to listen. If we didn't trust each other, why would we listen to each other?
Tell me about the chicken shack. What are the day-to-day little things that just make it hard?
Trying to find a place to plug it, like for instance, trying to ask somebody, can we use your electricity because she can do her school? They throw their nose up in the air. No. Even this place that's called a day shelter, Father Woody's, we asked them, can we plug in her computer because she can do her assignments for school? And this is a day shelter for the homeless. They told us no. They shied us off. So that's one problem. And then another problem is finding drinkable water, bathrooms, because no one lets you use the restrooms anywhere. You can't. You have to be a customer, or they're not open at the time. And that's more or less. And the food, you shouldn't be hungry when in Denver, because food is everywhere. People do feed each other. They're not that selfish with food, but the other things they are.
And one thing is like, I get offered, for people to tell me, I can help you out, but only you. And it's like, it's always like men.
Men.
And they know we're together,
But they still approach her with that ignorant shit.
and
If you
so,
come with me, then it'll be okay. Just come with me, and we can do this. I'll take care of you, this and that. But they're not thinking about anything but
one thing.
and that's far from our mind.
I hate to ask you to spell it out, but what is that one thing?
Sex or fornication with her. If they can do that, if they can fondle her, play with her, do whatever they can, then she's welcome to come. If she doesn't, then we gotta go.
If I were to agree to go, then he can't come with me,
Right.
and it's wrong.
It's wrong. People, and they don't see the wrongness in that. It's ugly. And I just want to bust them in the face. But if I bust everybody that does that, I'll probably be in jail. I'm not going to jail. We discuss it and we try to handle it as white America that we can, instead of always duking. Because I'm quick to fight, but it's not right to always fight. It's fight with your words. Your words have more power than any physical thing that you can do.
For single women on the street, how much sexual propositioning, how much pressure, how much rape, how much of that is there?
From people, from the females that I know, that I have gotten to know, coming here to Denver, like before, they've experienced homelessness, but like, just the ones I know, like just to get high, once they get a taste of whatever drug it is, and it's pushed onto them, and then they get that feeling that they need it more and more and more and more. And so what happens is these guys use them, basically sell them. They treat them very badly. They provide them drugs in order for the females to make money for these guys. And this is basically like prostitution.
So once they
And
have
it's
the drugs in their taste, if you want more drugs, then you got to give me something. If you want something, give me something, more or less. If we want drugs, give me some ass or suck my dick, things like that. As long as they get something in return, and it's offered to the women every day by the minute here. If they're not soliciting sex, they're offered sex for drugs or for anything, for a ride, for a bottle of water, for anything. People are sick in their minds, and they don't think before they open their mouth. They just ramble to hear themselves, I believe, or to make their buddies next to them boast and bogue about them. Oh, Mr. Player of the Year, this and that. It's terrible.
And I had a friend of mine that visited 2 years ago. She, this guy, took her off the street. She was just homeless. She was just homeless a month. And he took her off the street, said, "You don't deserve it." He bought her things. He bought her clothes. He gave her a place to stay. And, he gave her money. But what she had to do is she had to sell drugs for him. Or, whenever he wanted sex, she would have to give it to him. And she ran away from him. And, people were, she stayed with another guy who took her in. Same thing happened. And then, it's been about a year. They found her dead, over by Platte River. So it's and she gave me this ring that I still have. I don't have it on me, but she was reaching out for help, and she went to shelters, and because she looked very she was just on drugs. She was shooting. She didn't shoot meth, or she didn't shoot black before, but she just got really bad. She lost a lot of weight. She wasn't eating. She was in and out of the hospital. And so what happened? She just people gave up on her because she didn't look treatable. And she would always come to me whenever I see her, and she'd always cry. And I would do the best that I could to give her advice, help her. If she needed clothes, anything, money.
Make her feel like a human.
I respected her. I cared about her. And that's what I'm talking about. It's
And that happens every day. Not just that one female, to every female. Everyone.
Even people that handicapped, people would treat them badly. It hurts me.
This lady was in a wheelchair. They caught him taking her out of her wheelchair, pulling her diaper down. How sick is that? You know what I mean? Just because he was hot. It's baffling. Things. If you could think it, it probably happened. The worst thing that you could think of, it probably
has happened.
It has happened.
Oh yeah.
So what you're telling me is, and I believe all of it. It's so hard to hear and process.
Right.
So, since you guys want to do something, you want to start a shelter, you want to make a difference, you want to change the way things are. Philosophically, how is what you want to do, whether it's 6 stories or even just 6 rooms?
Yeah.
What's the philosophical difference that needs to take place, the change?
The listening,
But on your side, what would your shelter do differently?
How I would begin with it is because I already have people that have mentioned to me that I know that are out here on the streets with us, and they have that trust, you know, that I give them. I give them the respect, and they see that, they feel it, and you know, and they told me, they said, you know, you need any type of support. I've even got, you know, people that work or volunteers for the shelters from different shelters that would actually told me that they would give me support and, you know, give me donations, and they would help me to start this. And
Show
you know,
Alicia that you really do care. If you
And-
show somebody that you do care and they feel it within their heart, then it'll work.
and so like
They gotta trust you also.
I
A
mean,
lot of trust.
like I mentioned before, it's just that a lot of these people, they know who I am by Cato. So it's, you know, they know how I am of people. I don't like people suffering.
And they won't mess
I
with
went
you.
through my struggles, and I don't want people to struggle. Like, I mean, I'm still struggling, but you know, but school. Now that I'm in school and going on 5 months, you know, and I'm proud of myself. Like, you know, I would have gave up probably a long time ago, but with his support, you know, he made me. You know, he always told me you should be proud of yourself, and you know, I realized that. And when I first got my like straight A's, that was the first time ever in my life to get straight A's. I was so happy I cried.
I did too.
It was just, and so it made me feel good, and I want to keep doing that, and I want to do that for people to make them feel, you know, feel special, feel good, feel happy. Just I want everyone to feel like that, and so that's what I think that would be like a positive outcome, you know, when I get to the point to starting a shelter, you know, just, you know, have just sincerity, just being, you know, you can have your open-minded, you know, comments, you know, but you know, it just you just want to walk into a building where you're comfortable, where you know you feel that you can be trusted, you know, that you can engage with someone without having any type of like you know, negative discussion, and you know.
You feel super judged when you walk into these other places like South Street. You feel super judged, like they're putting you in a category or in a space on the slot on the wall. You're in this slot because we don't want that. We want to treat everyone equal as a human being as we all want to be.
So let me ask this, because you guys were talking about the struggles that you're facing. What are the struggles day to day?
Being out here, more or less.
Well, I mean, like even though I'm doing school, with the struggle part is like having to make sure that I make sure my phone is charged, because of my laptop. If I have no outlet, I can't use my laptop, so my phone has to be charged so I can do school.
bills are
I have
paid.
certain deadlines that I have to complete, and then also with weather-wise, and then having to be unsure wherever we set up our tent. You know, we're not sure if someone's just gonna come in, and you know, there's been situations out here before where people just go and shoot people, stab people while they're sleeping.
Throw
You
gas
know,
in their tent and light it on
just-
fire. It happened a couple times this year already.
it's questionable on like you know, if you know, like me, it's like I don't know if I should go to sleep yet, or you know, or if I should stay awake while he sleeps, or you know,
She
that's,
tends to do that.
and it's like and then having food, like I mean, we get food stamps, but when we run out, having to go to places, just packing up everything, and you know, it's just having to carry your stuff around. It's like an inconvenience, but you know, we have to do it. That's our home. We carry our home with us, and so it's a day-to-day basis. But you know, like we just keep moving forward. I mean, but you know, me, like you know, he knows I tend to like to help people out. Like
doesn't. She's
I have a
very
big
generous.
habit of that, but you know, good karma, you know. So, you know, I just do my best to make sure that we're happy, and you know, and we talk, and I just keep a positive mindset, and you know, and I'd rather smile than be crying, you know, like sadly, you know. If I want to cry, I want to cry happily. You
But
know,
alone.
but I don't want to be upset. I don't like being mad. I don't like to be angry. I don't like hatred, you know, and just, you know, and I try to bypass that. You know, when I see people having a situation, or you know, people arguing, or people want to get into a fight, I tend to throw myself in the middle, and you know, and
No, she's
people
all
calm
small.
down.
She's all small, these giants over. She goes, stop. She don't care. She has no fear. She just doesn't like. She doesn't like to see people clash and with anger and hatred. That's ugly. She doesn't like to see that. It hurts her in her heart, and it's just not just a. It's just not a mental thing. It's also. It's mental, mostly mental, not physical. That she doesn't like people hurting each other. She doesn't.
You know, it's like and other thing that I do cover up is like I got 2 kids. I have a 16-year-old daughter and a 14-year-old son.
Yeah. She's gonna make them proud. That's why she keeps moving forward, because they're not with her now, but they will. They will be with her, and she's gonna succeed, and they're gonna see her success, and that makes them want to succeed also in life. My mom can do it, and she was on the street going through all this crap. That makes them want to pull forward, make them stronger.
Well, let's jump in here. I think I now know why we were meant to come here for the 5th Sunday in a row, like all these days out here. And let me just go on this side too. I want to give this to you. It's a book of possibilities. Don't open it here. And what I heard in the interview was that you need a place to plug in and rest, and I would like for you to take up, and I think that should be enough to get you a month, right? Security deposit and everything else. And what I would like though is a paper from you,
Okay.
a 2,000 word paper, you know,
Okay.
something. But like, what's your business plan? You know, like if you could convince us to invest $100,000 with you next year, 2021, and you were the director of this shelter, like what would that look like, and how would we serve people, and who would our target clientele be? You know what I mean? Who could we compete for resources against? I know that there's tens of millions of dollars that are up for grabs every year.
Yeah.
Maybe our shelter could be
Yeah.
more worthy
One,
to
yeah.
compete and reallocate resources more efficiently than somebody else.
Yeah.
And hopefully that'll give you a chance to write that news.
Okay.
And you know
Well,
contact us.
I'm actually writing a book. I'm in the
You are?
process of
Yeah.
a book.
Oh,
So,
amazing.
You know,
All right.
you know that I'm working on that. I've been working on it for a year. So it's just my experience, and just like what I wanted to do was just like go and foresee different people's perception. You know,
Yep.
not. I mean, everyone, not all the people that are on the streets, but
Yeah.
everyone's perception.
Yeah.
As much as I can get, and put like what positive, what do they think about, you know, when they see somebody holding, you know, a sign, you know, saying help, they need help, compared to someone that's, you know, not holding a sign but walking around asking for, you know, help.
People see homelessness.
What's the difference? Like, you know, it's just like with me before, you know, I have like 3 backpacks on. I'd be carrying, and I'd be walking down here on 16th Street Mall. And, you know, even though I had that, you know, people that would come around and hand out food, they would bypass me. And I was like, hey, you know, hey, hello, like, can I get one?
Because he's dressed,
and
dressed proper, like we don't want to, just like a slum.
Sounds like there's a big opportunity to change, reinvent things, yeah?
So-
But we'll
So-
write that paper for you.
Thank you so much. And keep in touch. You have my number,
Yeah, of
right?
course, yeah.
And like I said, like let's consider it like an audition. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like hopefully there's more.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you so
Of
much.
course, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.